Good morning, everyone. David Powell here. I'm the Managing Director of VectorVest in the UK. And always an interesting morning in markets after the FOMC meeting. And it's proving to be the case today. Rates are on hold, as you know, but the very mention of a second wave of the virus has given the market a really good reason to sell off. It needed a reason to sell off, as I'll show you in the next few slides. So that's the VectorVest composite of the UK. And it's a composite indicator of all of the shares that we follow in the London market, about 2,200 shares. I think that you can see the nice move up since the sell-off that finished in the early part of March. That's been a really good move for us at VectorVest. I put on our medium market timing signals, the signals that I've been following in this campaign. And we got a buy signal, that little green triangle, on the 7th of April. And I've been holding positions since the 7th of April. Now down below the price plot, we've got an indicator called the MTI, which is our market timing indicator. And below that again in green, a very important indicator called the buy-sell ratio. And both those indicators for the last 2 weeks now have been signaling that the UK market and the American market, as we'll see in a second, are in a mega overbought situation. And although markets can stay overbought for quite a spell, invariably when they turn reasonably fast. So I've been advising all our clients that as soon as they see this medium timing market signal printing a sell signal, which we're maybe a couple of days away, then they should in fact be very, very careful indeed. A signal from our medium market timing system called the DEW, I'll spare you the acronym, that's preceded by a mega overbought situation invariably precipitates quite a strong move. Now, even under the most bullish circumstances, i.e. this is not a rally in a bear market, this is a new bull market, I think we need a very strong sell-off. In a less optimistic scenario, where in fact this is a rally in a bear market, then certainly we could easily take out the lows of the early part of March from here. So it's a time to be very, very careful with open profits. The short-term trend on VectorVest is down. The medium-term trend is up, and the longer-term trend is up. So our first measure for short-term spread bettors is in fact down. Okay, so be very careful with open profits, and we've got quite a few open profits in this campaign. That's the search that I've used. It's a very simple VectorVest search. Looks for shares within the FTSE 350. We use our proprietary comfort index to find shares that are trending strongly. And then we sort those by a mixture of the comfort index plus earnings growth rate. And that brings shares to the top of the list that are trending strongly and growing earnings strongly. And that's the unique VectorVest edge, folks, to put the technical picture and the fundamental picture together, the best of both worlds. Now, this is still an aggressive uni search because I haven't put any safety of earnings in there. But that is what came out of that particular search way back on the 7th of April. And that wasn't an easy signal to take. When it's time to buy, you won't feel like buying. And when it's time to sell, you won't feel like selling. And that's exactly what we're feeling in our stomach this morning. It's time to sell. And that's what that particular search has done. Market's up 13% in this campaign, and that search is up 23% in this campaign. So it's time to lock those profits in, folks. The US showing a very similar picture. The up signal came a day before the UK on the 6th of April. Again, we can see that our two proprietary indicators, the MTI and the buy-sell ratio, in a mega overbought situation. And again, if and when we print this sell signal, that should precipitate quite a strong move downwards, even under the most optimistic of scenarios, i.e. that this is a start of a new bull market. If it is in fact less optimistic and this is a rally in a bear market, then certainly these lows will be challenged, and clearly that's a function of this darn bug that can come back to haunt us again later on in the year. Let's hope not. So I've got 3 shares that look very promising. AMD, I have a position. It's broken out of this textbook cup and handle. It's also charted a favorite pattern of mine called a Wyckoff spring, and it's broken up very strongly. It was looking much, much better before the market turned yesterday. So I think that all bets must be off the table until we see the direction of the market. But nevertheless, that looks as if it's got another $20 in it at least, AMD. I think we all know Microsoft. Microsoft, again, has broken up out of this beautiful cup and handle pattern and looking very strong. And could easily be, this measured move once again. And the last one is called Trade Desk, and this share has got a very exciting target up around $500. I'm long from 300 myself. Again, if the general market hangs in there, these 3 shares I think will do exceptionally well, but we need to watch the general market. Now, that's me doing a little bit of technical analysis. I've been a technical analyst now for 35, 36 years. But VectorVest does it all automatically. And when I, in fact, use the same search that I used in the UK, and I'm looking across the American market, I've just added a volume filter of the 50-day moving average of volume is greater than 200,000 shares. And again, from the 6th of April, when we got that buy signal, that's what that particular Unisearch has done. Again, it's an aggressive Unisearch because there's no safety of earnings in there. We call safety and predictability of earnings relative safety, and I haven't added an RS line of code. But that Unisearch in this campaign, folks, is up 46%, and the market's up 24%. So we've outperformed the market by the guts of 2x on the way up. I reiterate, folks, that you need to be watching, and I'm using the medium-term market timing signal that we refer to as the DEW, and as soon as the DEW prints a down signal, then invariably, if that down signal is preceded by a mega overbought situation like the one we have at the moment, that will precipitate a strong move. So be very careful indeed. If you want to try VectorVest for 30 days, just go to the website, click on risk-free trial. It's £5.95 to try it for 30 days. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, we shall remain friends. Thanks very much. I'll be back on here in another couple of weeks. Have a great trading day.